Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
Hello, Facebook. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I see you out there, Mark. I see my Paul, I see my Lucy, and I do see my Jessica. And it is what in the world is StreamDad doing? It's late at night. That's because I missed y'all. I missed everybody. I thought I'd come on and say, hey, hey, everybody. What in the world's going on? I tell you what, listen, I was sitting here, I watched this movie. It was, I forgot the name of it now. Mr. Rogers movie. And you know what? I was sitting there watching. It was supposed to be based on true story, right? Mr. Rogers, that's my generation right there. And I was thinking about y'all. I said, you know what? I think I'm going to finish watching this movie and I'm going to go on and I'm going to say hi to my family. Zachary! David Butler, I see you. Jason, I see you coming in here. Ashley! I see my Ashley up in here. What in the world's going on tonight? Oh, my goodness, but I'm really bad, so I won't make you suffer with what skills right now? What in the world, Ashley? Oh, my goodness gracious. Won't you be my neighbor? David, I watched that movie, and what a great movie. Man, it's the first time I've seen it, and I heard good things about it, right? And so I said, you know what, I'm going to watch it. And he put some things in perspective. It's a movie. I know, but some of the ways that they describe things, it was a great movie, people. Really good. It really just made me think a lot, you know. So movies can do that to you, right? They really put some movies put some thought behind the wording, you know. It takes some people, right, paragraphs to say something that could be said in, you know, 2 or 3 words, you know. So I'm waiting on my capture card. Jessica, I can't wait till you get your capture card because we're going to be running around that field. Woo, me, Tom Hanks. I heard David Butler. I saw that on the news, man. So I hope everybody's safe and everybody is it's not going into large crowds and stuff, you know. So obviously not. You're here with me. Obviously we're Ashley, but Ashley, I worry about you. You travel, Ashley. Jay, welcome. Oh my goodness gracious, what's going on tonight? I just wanted to come on and chat, but if y'all want, we can play some games you want. But you know what? I just wanted to come on and say hi. Tell everybody I've been thinking about y'all. I think about y'all every day. But see, I wanted to show y'all. I was after I finished watching this movie. I said I got to go on and see my family. I got to go on and say hi to everybody because I know they're up. They canceled the whole NBA season because of the virus. Brittany, man, is that not? I heard, this is what I heard right now. Y'all can verify this for me. They're going to play an NBA game without any fans in LA. I think that's what I heard. I'll be driving to Atlantic City in May. Ashley, I know you got to do what you got to do, but I know you have a little baby. You know what I mean? So I know you got to do what you got to do, but hopefully your company is cognizant of this is a bad thing out there. But you're young. I know you're young. You know, but it's bad. You know, it's bad. It's everywhere, and we just got to be washing our hands, stay away from large crowds. You know, Mark, I see you up in here. I see you, Mark. How you doing, brother? So, I mean, what are they? You know, I've been searching. I haven't found anything yet. What about schools? You know, I'm a school teacher. You know, are they going to cancel schools? And if they do cancel the schools, what is that going to do for Ashley? I know you got a son, right? So say that they canceled the schools, probably not going to be great Philadelphia Comic Con either. You know, I think they're canceling a lot of things, but I think about this, right? So I'm a teacher, and a lot of y'all are out here parents, and you've got kids in preschool, and you got, I'm sure some of y'all's got kids in elementary. If they cancel school because of this, what is that going to do, right? I mean, you're just going to uproot. You've got to go to work, so you can't send your child to school, and then now you've got to go find a babysitter, and then not only that. What if they cancel schools? What would happen to that child, or what would happen to the education if they canceled the school for 6 months or to a year, right? What if your child is out of school for a year? Teachers are going to be fine, right? I mean, they're passing a stimulus package now. It's in Congress, and I think they're going to vote on it this week. That if anybody is affected at their job, right, through this coronavirus, especially federal, teachers, stuff like that, they'll be put on sick leave, so we'll be fine. But I'm worried about the child, right? I'm worried about, if you're out for a year, what does that mean? Does that mean that child's going to have to repeat that grade? Schools are preparing to close and continue in a Google Classroom. And David, what if they don't? What about the rural areas that don't have good internet and they don't have computers, right? What's going to happen? I'm waiting for them to cancel school where I live. 3 people tested positive for it where I live. Same city. So Brittany, you see, it's on its way. And even if they created a vaccine, right? They've got to say they got a vaccine ready to go. They've got to ship that vaccine out to clinics throughout the United States, right? It's going to take time for all this, right? It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. Miss Purcell, thank you. Hi, Miss Purcell. Thank you for the share. So what is going to happen? So I worry about this, people. NBA is done for the season. You think so, Adam? You know what? I think you're probably right. I think NBA's done for a season. I think they were talking about having games without an audience, right? look, I don't know how that. I've never seen a game without an audience, right? I think LA is going to be the first one in history to ever play a game, an NBA game, without having fans at the stand. What about the maintenance guy who's on the Fortnite? Better wear. So they look. NBA canceled all the games, and this was the first I heard of that, Miss Marcel. So I knew that the NBA canceled a game in LA. But I haven't, that's all I've heard. So things are happening right on the hour, every hour, right? So Congress right now, they got the stimulus package ready, right? I think it's like $40 billion. They're going to, every state in the United States is supposed to, have what do you call it? An emergency state, right? So now they're going to get access to some of that $40 billion that Congress is getting ready to pass. But it still doesn't solve the issue, and there's nothing. And CBS Sports just announced that. See, everything's happening so fast. Everything's going to be we could get to this weekend. If you look on the map, I think Mississippi hasn't reported anything. There's only like 3 states. Maybe 3 or 4 states in the United States that hasn't reported any incidents with the virus. But it's going to happen, right? It's spreading. Yep, my state is in a state of emergency. So, Brittany, if they cancel all the schools, what is that going to do to these kids? Now, we've never been in this situation before in the United States, right? So say that let's just say like in New York, they're getting ready to cancel all the schools in New York. Parents have still got to go to work, right? What are these kids going to do during the day, especially the older kids? What are they going to do? Michigan's getting really bad. Adam, I know Michigan's getting bad. What are these young people going to do, people? Right? The parent, right? Mom and dad's got to go to work, right? So they can't stay home. So they gotta leave their older, especially the older, the high school kids, right? They're going to be at home. I mean, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of young teenagers, right, running these streets in these big cities, man. And look, they're going to get bored. The Walking Dead, it's going to get bad. Daycare will probably close too. Brittany, you're exactly right. Look what happened to the travel agency. Did y'all hear about that? All these travel agencies now are getting ready to fold under because they can't afford to miss paying their bills, right? And now there's closures. The government just closed travel from Europe to the United States. So there goes the travel agency. It's done. I mean, they're going to come back, but they're done. They're going to have to file bankruptcy or something. Some kind of stimulus package is going to have to help them. I'm in Nebraska. They flew over 150 people here from China. Oh, my goodness gracious. We had 6 people who had Ebola. So if I get 6, listen here, it's going to get, I don't think it's going to get any better. I think that closing the borders is a good thing, right? Because we need to get a handle of what's going on. You're back for a night stream. I was working during the morning stream, but watched in the afternoon. Double straight. So Jeffrey, I look, this is spring break, right? I was watching this movie, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to come and say hi to everybody, man, because I was thinking about y'all. I really was, and I know David, I know Sarah working, so I had several. And this is something else I wanted. I had several of you send me an email, ping me saying, I missed your StreamDad, because I'm at work, and I got a bunch of emails, right, that way, and that concerns me a little bit, because definitely if I change my schedule in June, if I went from 8 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon, I don't want to. We're just going to talk about it. Maybe I have a couple streams during the night. Jeffrey, thank you for the 100 stars. I love you, brother, man. We love you, Jeffrey. Brent, my man's up in here. So Sarah, yeah, Miss Marcel. So I received several emails, and it kind of got to me a little bit because I'm streaming in the mornings, and now since I'm on spring break, which I'll be back on regular schedule next week. But it got kind of, it really just got me kind of a little bit emotional because I was like, you know what? I don't know if I don't know what Facebook Gaming is going to do. I don't know if they're going to give us the tools or not. If they do give us the tools, then my plans are. Austin, how you doing, brother, man? My plans is in June to start streaming from like 9 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. But I'm starting to get a little concerned now. Mark, how you doing, brother, man? Because this week right here, since I've been streaming in the morning, has been kind of like a test stream, right? Test week. Like, wow, I love the morning streams, right? But man, a lot of my community goes to work during the day, and they can't watch me during the day. So why did you think of my? Hey, Brent, I saw your green screen, man. Good for you, man. I think you and David look good behind a green screen. I think once you learn the green screen and learn how to manage all that stuff and really get advanced and proficient in that technology, man, it's really looking good, man. You could break it up into the mornings and night streams, take a break in the afternoon. And Jeffrey, that's what I think we're going to have to talk about, right? Because I definitely don't want, I don't want to, look, we've created a fantastic community here, right? And I'm glad that I'm talking about this now and not talking about it in May and pulling the trigger in 2 weeks, right? Because we've got us a beautiful community, beautiful family here, and I want to make sure that we keep it. So, Jeffrey, that may be the ideal thing, right? Is have a couple of day streams and then have a couple of night streams, but we're going to make them 6 to 8 hours long, because obviously this is what I'll be doing. But let's just see what Facebook Gaming does, right? If Brian Cook, I see you. What's going on, brother, man? I see you coming up in here. When are you going to do the OBS tutorials? And Jessica, here's my plans. So we're in the process of selling this house, which is stressful, right? People coming in and coming out. I'm trying to manage that process. I'm still managing my house that I'm building. I'm still, those of you that's in the game room, y'all see where I'm at. So right now I'm working on the inside. That's very stressful because when it rains, it's been raining here, contractors don't show up, and it drives me crazy because we can work inside. But anyway, so I'm managing that, and I've got about 3 contractors. I got to have special contractors for my stream studio that I'm building. So they're in the waiting area, waiting for me to finish up that part, so I can bring them in and start working on the internal of the stream studio, which that's stressing me out because every time I turn around, I'm thinking of something new. So the answer to your question is I want to start my YouTube tutorials. I want to get back into my YouTube stuff right when I get through with the house. So I can manage my YouTube channel working on my stream studio. Because y'all got to remember, it's what y'all see here, right? We're chit-chatting, we're having a good time in here, but when I hang up, there's lots of work to do in the background, right? I do a lot of work in the background. So once I need to be able to manage that YouTube channel until I can hire an editor, right? So I'm going to be doing a lot of this work myself, coming on the stream, and then when I hang up, editing videos and doing tutorials and all that for YouTube. So the answer to your question is I want to get my YouTube channel started up right after I finish, right when I move into the house. When I move into the house and get it all set up and the family's happy and everybody's happy, then I'm going to go and start, because it'll take me, since I know what I'm doing, it's only going to take me probably 1 week. It'll probably take me 2 weekends to really get the YouTube channel looking the way that I want it. I've got my editing software, so I've got all that. I need to sit, I've got my cameras set up to where I can, start demonstrating stuff. So I know what I'm doing. It's just time consuming. And then in addition to that, right, I got to teach during the day and all that stuff. So let me get into the house and get it all straight. And then I'll start working on my YouTube channel, and we'll start doing tutorials on dual PC setups, singles PC setups. We'll talk about the new CPUs that's coming out, right? Anything, the tutorials are going to be based off of y'all's feedback. What is it that y'all want to see, right? Or what is it that y'all want to learn? Oh, so I've been pinged. Oh my goodness gracious. I've probably got I've got my Discord up. I probably got about 14 emails about OBS Studio, how to do this and do that. So definitely going to be doing an OBS tutorial. That's understandable. No big deal. I'm just waiting on my capture card, and then I'm ready to build my system. So, Jessica, listen, you just ping me. All you got to do is ping me in Discord, and you say you need some help. I'll get there. Don't worry. I'll be there for you to help. What gets me is people are buying all of the toilet paper and paper towels. I'm trying to figure out why. What is going on? And Miss Marcel, I've heard that too. David, any chance on an IRL at the house? So, David, that is definitely on that. We're definitely doing in real life videos or streams when we get over there. Yeah, I got one pack because we were using a month. We got ours before it sold out. So I hear, why are people going after it? I don't know. I heard that too. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I don't know. All I know is I got woods out here, so I'm fine. Look, I'm a Southern boy. I'm a true Southern man. Let me tell you all that right now. Oh my gosh. So I'm really excited, Jessica, about the direction that we're going. I need to make sure that I don't go too fast because I'm only one person, right? And I still got a job, right? I still got to teach during the day. So, but I'm excited about all the stuff that we're getting ready to do. So, especially YouTube channel, and that was one reason why I wanted to come on tonight is because I'm getting a lot of emails and DMs about streaming things and OBS. I mean, a lot. And I don't want y'all to think that I'm not answering your emails or answering your direct messages. It's just I am. It's just that you're in the list of a bunch of people, and I'm just trying to get one at a time. Graham, this is spring break, so I came on this morning and I decided, I watched the movie. I decided to come on and start talking about some things. I'm getting a lot of emails and a lot of messages about streaming ideas, about OBS, and just about life in general and stuff. And I thought I'd come on tonight and we could just talk a little bit. And if we want to play a game later, that's fine. I've got all night long. I don't have nowhere to go tomorrow. My first showing tomorrow is at 12:30 my time. So I've got all night tonight. I've got tomorrow morning up until about 12 because we have to leave the house when they show the house. So I'm hooked. Let's see. I'm hooked anybody up with $25. Hey man, price it. There you go, man. Anybody needs some toilet paper, man, $50, I'll ship you some. I hear you, man. My mom's an RN and she says the media is outblown. Yes, this cause it's another strain of the average flu. She says as long as you're washing your hands and using sanitizers, you'll be fine. And Miss Purcell, I totally agree with you. I think the media is fueled by hatred. I think the media is fueled by worry, by worrying people. That listen, I've been around a long time, and I remember when the media only came on at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and 10 o'clock at night. Now, people, we had issues back then, and they didn't blow things out of proportion like they are now. So I'm not a big media fan. I don't watch a lot of media because. Have you ever heard, let me ask, Mr. Purcell, just talking about the media, so I couldn't agree more, and there have been cases where people have gotten better, but the media wants people to buy. Yeah, Jay, it's hard for me to watch the media because what is their goal, right? Their goal is let's put it this way. When y'all turn on, I'm sure you young people turn on and watch the news. When you turn on the news, have you ever heard them talk about Teacher of the Year or Teacher of the Year for each county and the love that we have for animals at the animal shelters or all the donations? I don't hear none of those good, positive things that people are doing out there. This is what I hear. This person's killing this person and he hates her and she hates him and they're doing a bad job and heck with it. That's all I hear is hatred and negative stuff, and it just drives me crazy. I'm like, why can't we just love one another? Look, I know there's bad things in this world. Everybody in here knows there are bad things in the world. I think there's a way that you can tell us that there are bad things in the world without coming out shaking a stick at us, man, saying we are bad people. That's all I hear. And so it's very hard for me, right? I'm not sure if you heard, but the NBA has suspended. Yes, absolutely, I heard that. Absolutely, I heard that. That's why I don't watch the news. Listen, Brent, hey, guys, I'm here. Jasmine, how you doing? Look, I'm, so I'm able to see last generation, my generation, and then I'm able to see what's going on in your generation, right? If y'all young people had a glimpse into my generation, look, we had worse things going on in my generation than we have going on here. You just didn't hear a lot about it in my generation. And look, we turned out fine, right? We got through it. And listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now, the politics was not bad back in my generation. We had differences, right? But we all came together and we all figured it out, but without throwing rocks at each other and the bad words, man. It's terrible. Sorry, I have track practice every day after school. Jasmine, you don't be sorry about nothing, sweetheart. You hear me? You're just fine. Also, so, now y'all's generation, bless y'all's heart, man. I mean, you turn on, you can't even go onto the internet anymore without seeing somebody throwing rocks at somebody and I hate you and you hate me. And my gosh, man, can't we just all just agree to disagree, saying, hey, we have different perspectives on something, but I love you anyway, man. I love you, right? What happened? Like I was an executive of a company, so I had to make decisions, right, that weren't popular with other companies, right? I made some very harsh decisions, but that's what I do, right? I made decisions, but at the end of the day, you know what? We went out and had beer and we laughed and talked about other things. It was just business. It wasn't nothing personal. The generation gets Jasmine, I don't know what's going on. You know what? It's just hard for me to grasp why, as a society, why we are accepting it. And the young people they hear what's going on the news, and it's like, wow, I believe that. And I just wish that a lot of young people would question everything that they hear instead of agreeing with everything that they hear, right? My generation, we questioned everything. Why did they say that? Why is that? Why you don't like that? Or why do you hate that, right? I questioned a lot of stuff and did my own research. So we're in a generation of trolling each other. David, I don't know what's going on, man. I have no idea why we're so angry at one another. And it's okay to disagree with things, right? It's okay if we disagree with views of life or something like that. But we can smile and disagree, can't we? Saying, hey, I'm glad you think that way. I think this way, and come on, let's go out and have a beer. Right? What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. I was drilled to always look and see if facts line up, and no matter what. Jasmine, that's the way I think everything should be, right? Listen, right? That's on it. You got to learn, right? Learn. It's learn what they believe, and let's go do the fact check, right? Let's go do our own research, and it's very difficult. You can't go on the internet any days and really believe anything, right? It's very difficult to fact check anything on the internet because you don't know what's real, or it's a wild, wild west out there on that internet, man. You don't know what's real and what's not. People are toxic. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Nick, you can't always take things to face value. You're right about researching information. And Nick, I don't know how. It's almost a must now. If you watch something on TV, especially the news, because listen, the news, I wish they get rid of the word news and say opinion. The news is on. No, the opinion's on. They have a way. The news media has a way of saying, here is breaking news. Have you ever noticed when you've gone, if you young people ever go on to the news, what is the first thing you see? Breaking news. Everything is just breaking news, man, flashing right there in your eyes, right? What in the world? So no breaking about it. It's not news, people. It's opinion. It's their opinion. I wish they would get rid of the word news and just put it's opinion. This is our opinion, all right? I don't believe celebrity deaths on the internet David, I don't believe anything on the internet anymore. I got burned so many times to where I've learned my lesson, I got to go to bed. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Jasmine, I see you in the morning. I'll be on around 9:30 in the morning. Hopefully you can be on. Every time, and that sometimes causes a panic as well. Nick, it's insanity. Look, I believe in free speech, people. All right? We all should believe in free speech, and that's our God-given right? I should be able to say what I want to say. But when it comes to this is not a politics channel, this is not a political channel or anything, but when we turn on the news or turn on to watch our public officials, I'll say it nicely like that, shouldn't they have to tell us the truth? You would think, right? I mean, they're out there speaking, right, to the world and to the public. You would think that they would have to tell us the truth, but it's not that way, man. They practice their speech before they get onto the news. And if you ever notice, when a news anchor guy, an opinion anchor guy, sits there and asks a politician something, right, they're going to answer it to say what they practice. They've already practiced everything before they come on. So if a news anchor guy asks a politician something, you watch them. They will answer it in a way that they practice before they come on. They will never answer something directly because they practice it. They already know what questions are going to be asked before they come on the news channel. If y'all didn't know that, yes. Any chance that we could talk about our Lord and Savior PS4 tomorrow night? David, absolutely, brother, man. I mean, we just, there's a way that we could do that. I'm old school. We don't believe it until we see it, and I can always go, yeah, in my granny's house. Granny knows it all. Granny knows it all. I'm going to guarantee you that. So, young people, I hope, it's just, I hope somebody is brave enough to get up into our government. I hope one of y'all young people will run for office and run for president or something. And I hope y'all get up there and say, look, we got to put a stop to this madness. This is madness. Nobody is willing to go after these doggone news media outlets and tell them, man, y'all gotta change, man. Y'all need something in y'all's life and quit scaring everybody out here. Now, there's a lot of people out here that believe everything that they hear, and that's bad. Thank you for the follow, my man. Right? It's crazy out here. Nice, I'll be on at my time, maybe earlier if I see you. So look, people, I'll come on to do some chatting, but we could play a game because I'm going to be up for 2 or 3 hours, man. Before I haven't got nothing to do since I'm on spring break, and I hate for I'd love to do a 24-hour stream, but I'm not young like I used to, people. I don't think I can do another 24. We may do a 24-hour stream once we reach 5,000 followers. Now that would be tough. I don't know how we're going to do it. Are you playing? Yeah, Brent, I'm going to be playing in a little bit, man. I'm going to be playing. Matter of fact, I'll crank up DVD now, and then we're going to chat a little bit because this stuff's been on my mind, and I wanted to have a chat with y'all, and y'all been on my mind, and I just wanted to come in here tonight and say hi. Oh my gosh! I build up our immune system by swimming. Oh, David, I know you ain't talking about that river you got up there in Philadelphia now. I guarantee. Now listen, listen. I went up to this place called New York. I had an office. Rick, I see Rick coming up in here. Rick, I see you coming up in here. Now, I went up here to this New York because I had an office at on Hudson Street in New York. And somebody said, look, you want to go swimming? And I said, well, we're going to go swimming at. They go, we go out swimming out here. They was joking on, by the way, but I didn't know no better, right? They go, we could go out here. There's a big old river right out here. We go right out here. And I said, well, how do we get out there to it? Rick, how you doing, brother, man? And they said, well, we could just go out there and we just, get your shorts on, man. We go out there and jump in the river. And I'm like, well, let's go. Well, listen, let me tell you what you don't do, people. You don't go put your feet, you don't even touch that Hudson River up there. You better not even go nowhere near it, because you put your finger in there, you keep it in there for about 10 minutes.